let us start with resources part 2. We had already given you part 1 about resources and development, and now we take up part 2. Now there is one term, resource planning. Point is, what is resource planning? Anything which is not wasted, we call it as judicious use. So judicious use of resources, when it is without wastage, is called resource planning. Resource planning has got basically 3 stages. It involves 3 stages. One is that they try to identify where are the resources. They ask the question, kahan? For example, they first make a survey, then make a map, find out the quality, how much is the quantity, that estimate is made and all measurements are made. Then in the second stage, they try to develop the technology. They try to find out whether they have got technology or not. And in the third stage, they try to match it with the national plan, because our national development plan may not be matching with the utilization of resources. That's very important. So these are the 3 stages. First is to find out the resources. Second is to find out the technology. And third is to match it with the national development plan. When we take the relief features of our country, they are divided into 3. Plains, we have 43%, and the plain is very suitable for agriculture and industries. The next comes mountains. Mountains are very important for their source of rivers. Perennial means which flows throughout the year. Then for tourism and ecological balance. What is ecological balance? That forests. It is said that 33% of the area should be under forest for maintenance of ecological balance, out of which 60% should be on the mountains. So they are very important. And the third comes the plateau, which is very rich in minerals and fossil fuels. I told you yesterday, in our previous class about it. And the forest reserves, they are very rich there. Now, every country has got a land use pattern. किस काम में जमीन आती है? And first is forest. Forests are very important. We should have at least minimum of 33% of the total land under forest. And then there is a land which is not brought under cultivation. Maybe the wasteland, barren, जो खाली जमीन पड़ी है, and which is used for non-agriculture purpose like buildings, construction work. And then there is another uncultivated land, जैसे pasture land होते हैं जहाँ जानवरों को चराया जाता है, grazing lands, and tree crops and groves. Groves are these are the forests which are left untouched. They are virgin forest, हम उनको बोलते हैं. And there is a fallow land. What is a fallow land? Fallow land वो होता है जो कि जानबूझ के खाली छोड़ा जाता है to restore its fertility. Because after continuous use, the fertility is lost. तो वो fertility को gain करने के लिए जमीन को खाली छोड़ा जाता है, and कुछ समय तक उसको they don't use that. And then what happens? It regains its fertility. There are different periods given of fallow land. They are called current fallow, they are called fallow land, and that's you can find out. Periods are given up to 1 year, then 1 to 5 years, like this. Now the total land which is actually cultivated, every year some part of the land is left uncultivated, like the fallow land, or for any other reason. That is called net sown area. Means जो actually जिसमें बुआई की जाती है. And what is gross cropped area, which is net sown area plus the areas sown more than once in one agriculture year. That's the land use pattern. In India, the Land use is affected by two kinds of factors, physical factors or the natural factors like topography or relief, mountain है, plateau है, plain है, climate and soil types. Fertile soils naturally they are going to use for agriculture purpose. Then human factors are there, population density, technological capabilities, culture, traditions, ये सब किस काम ये इस पर इन factors पर ये dependent रहता है. Now, land under permanent pasture has decreased in our country. Why? Because this cattle has been made dependent on agricultural waste. जैसे husk वगैरह होता है, fodder crops होती हैं. So it is further burden on agriculture. क्यों? Animals are also dependent and human beings are also dependent. Then fallow land has declined. Why? Because the quality of the land is in last few decades because of technological improvements. And then the net sown area also differs. It is Punjab and Haryana have got irrigation facilities, lot of water, fertile land. तो वहाँ पे 80% net sown area है. And you go to northeastern states, which is hilly area, hardly 10% of the area is net sown area. Now we have got 22% of the area under forest only. There should be 33% or 1/3 of the total geographical area. Then what is a wasteland? Wasteland is rocky, arid matlab सूखा, and desert areas which cannot be brought into agriculture is called as a wasteland. Now you can see here there is a data given here, percentage, that what causes maximum degradation of the land. Maximum, that is 56% is caused by water erosion. And total land irrigated is about 130 million hectares according to the last data available to us. Now, some human activities are also causing the land degradation. One is deforestation, overgrazing, and the states are given there, mining and quarrying, over irrigation. What is water logging? पानी भरा रहता है क्योंकि irrigation दिन भर होता है वहाँ पर, तो खेतों में पानी भरा रहता है. That's water logging, and it causes salinity and alkalinity. Alkalinity means acid, and salinity means salts. And so it makes the land unfit for cultivation. And water pollution due to industrial waste, urban waste, these are other reasons. Now, how you can solve these problems of land degradation? Peड़ उगाओ, afforestation, control overgrazing, planting of shelter belts. What is shelter belts? Line से पेड़ों को उगाए. Then stabilization of sand dunes by growing thorny bushes in desert areas, and then there should be proper management of the wasteland, control on the mining activities, and the industrial waste should be properly treated and it should not get mixed with the land because it will make it infertile. What is the soil? It is a natural body. It is very important for supporting the plants. It contains organic and inorganic material. What is organic? Living, inorganic, non-living. Now there are certain factors which control this. One is the parent or bedrock. जिस पत्थर से मिट्टी बनती है, जैसी कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स उस पत्थर की होती हैं, जो एलिमेंट्स उसमें होते हैं, they are transferred to the soil. Then relief, naturally if there is a steep slope, then soil formation would be less. Over the plain it would be more. Then climate also. If there will be heavy rainfall, then you will have black soils. Why? Because water will get mixed with the soil. We call it as humus. Then vegetation also. Vegetation is plants, the decayed plants. They will get mixed with that. And then time is very important because soil formation is a very long process. उसको millions years लगते हैं बनने में और erosion होने में few seconds. Indian soils have been classified the most important into 6 types, and the most important is alluvial soil. This is found in the northern plains and formed by the depositional work of the rivers. The rivers carry with them these sediments, and they deposited on the plains and or on the coastal areas, in the coastal areas, and then they are responsible for forming these soil. They are of two types, old soil and new soil. What is the difference between the old soil? Is little bit thicker, is infertile, whereas the new soil, the new alluvial soil, is very thin, very soft and very fertile. Then we have black soils. These are also called rigor soils and are very suitable for growing of cotton. That's why it's also called the black cotton soils. And you have heard of the Deccan Plateau region. Mainly it is found there because it is made up of the black soils which are formed by the decomposition of the igneous rocks. And they are very suitable for growing of certain kinds of crops like cotton, rice, and so on, which need more of the moisture. Then we have red and yellow soils. These are made up of crystalline igneous rocks. What are crystalline igneous rocks? जिसमें दाना होता है. And they are found in the southern part of the Deccan Plateau, and you know they contain iron, and that's why which it get diffused. Diffuse means उसमें mix हो जाता है, and that's why it gets reddish color. And if more water is added to it, red color becomes yellow. So the soil also becomes yellowish. Then we have laterite soils. It's found in areas of high temperature and heavy rainfall, and they are formed by intense leaching. What do you mean by intense leaching? That when heavy rainfall takes place in the tropical regions, then what happens? That the nutrients are carried away, and so it lacks nutrients. And if it is not having nutrients, तो क्या होगा? Naturally, it needs either manure or chemical fertilizers to make it more productive. Areas are given, and they are used for growing tea, coffee, and cashew nut. Then arid soils are found in dry areas. That's why it's called arid soils. They have red to brown color, and they contain salt. That's why they are extracting common salt out of that. In western Rajasthan, it is being cultivated by using irrigation facilities. Then forest soils, as the name says, is found where forests are found over the mountains, and they are little bit acidic in the snow-covered areas of Himalayas. Otherwise, they are loamy and silty. What is the difference between loamy and silty? Loamy is mixture of sand and clay. Silty is the silt. Silt means वो बारीक मिट्टी जो होती है. Now, what is soil erosion? When the wind, glaciers, running water, they carry with them the upper layer of the soil. We call it as soil erosion. There are human activities also, deforestation, overgrazing, construction and mining that also causes. There are mainly four types of soil erosion. गली इरोजन कब होता है? जब कि गड्ढे बन जाते हैं, नालियां टाइप, डीप चैनल. कभी देखा होगा सड़क के किनारे पर कट जाती है सड़क. दैट्स गली इरोजन. व्हाट इज शीट इरोजन? जब बिल्कुल पानी बह मिट्टी को बहा के ले जाता है, लाइक अ शीट. विंड इरोजन, जब हवा मिट्टी को बहा के ले जाती है. एंड इन चंबल रीजन द due to soil erosion, the land becomes unfit for agriculture. That's called as badland and or ravines also. And this is our way we can. Contour plowing means गोल गोल उसकी खेती कर दो. Terrace cultivation, सीढ़ियां बना दो. Strip cropping, जब आप, it should be cropping not clipping, जब आप क्यारियों के चारों तरफ घास उगा दो. And shelter belts, desert में पेड़ उगा दो. These are the methods.